Michael is a mental performance coach who offers coaching for individual athletes, teams, and sports organisations.
The biggest hurdle I've ever faced as a salesperson in the coaching industry is believing erroneously that all of my leads, all of my discovery call bookings were people who actually wanted my services, who were people who were actually qualified and interested in my services. It wasn't until I realized that the net was too wide. I was casting too wide of a net. The messaging on my website, the messaging in my sales funnels were way too broad. I was trying to be too inclusive. It wasn't until I had the courage to repel people with my message, to repel people who were not actually a good fit for my services. It wasn't until I had the courage to do that I started getting true qualified leads, people who were actually interested in my services, who were actually a good fit, a win-win fit for my services. When I started being much more selective in my messaging, then the sales calls were essentially easy. People were pre-sold on my services. I didn't even have to sell them. They were wanting to buy. They could see the value of my services. It was a win-win fit because I did all the sales up front by being really selective. That is one thing I think that people can learn, is to be more selective, believe in your product or service and be selective. And you can, even on these discovery calls, up front deal with any objections right away and not tap dance around them, because the leads are already pre-sold. They pretty much want to buy. So the sales calls go much more smoothly that way by pre-selling.